So I've opened this box 2 or 3 times the last couple days and thinking about what I'm working on next. And since work is so intense and my time is so cramped, I thought maybe try to get these guys at least parade ready. I only have one who's considered almost, or not parade ready, I mean tabletop ready. Oops. I've got one that's close enough to being parade ready. It's when I decide to glue his little arms on. You can still go ooh, ooh. And his base. This one is called Stumpy. You may have seen him before. I lost his leg a long time ago. Then I got his leg, painted him. So his leg is slightly different than the rest of him. So he gets a little sticker. So I remember he's Stumpy. But I'm thinking, I've got a couple hours. Maybe I can get these guys at least tabletop ready. Maybe. So I got this tray. It's meant to be the top of those carts that people put their organized stuff in. I'll put a little picture there. Cute little tray, but mine is always overflowing. But I like the tray. Might try it out because when I'm done, I can just pick it up and put it to the side, work on other things. So when I did try to sit down with this, my wet palette dried up. Well, it grew mold, really bad mold, then dried up. So I had to wash this out, scrub it out, and put new sponge and parchment paper. And I use, this is what I got right now, but anyone will do. Reusable white premium. Doesn't have to be Mr. Clean, could be store brand, could be dollar store. They all work. I've had them all. Parchment paper this time is Reynolds, but store brand is fine too. But since I'm doing metallics, I've got palette paper for that and 2 versions of water. And my color scheme is older. This is when I started in 2019. They don't really use a lot of these colors. And I had to reinstall the Citadel app. On a new phone. I mean, they use gray. Usually they have you paint everything black. I swear this has changed. I usually don't use the yellow for the headpiece. I might in other ones. I mean, funnily enough, I called it Squad Alpha. Because, well, they're the first. Maybe in other iterations. And that is not... I never planned on painting that part. Still don't have Balthasar. But what I usually do, I mean, they completely different colors when you think about it. Because I did mine based on the box before I opened this up. And this app probably had a completely different color scheme. And I'll show a picture of what's on the box. But the goal is start out there with the Retributor armor. I'm going to touch up because after a while, these are originally based in Retributor armor spray. And when you actually, he kind of, I've noticed these metallics do oxidize over time. So when you're really done, I say give it a good spray coat of something. can't tell here. You can't really tell. But when you put it, when you do the touch-ups, you could really tell. Let me see if I can find an older one. No, you can't tell. So my goal is touch up right now. Touch up Retributor armor a little. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just go into the blues. Check to see if I haven't done the Reckland Flesh Shade. I don't remember it, but it looks like I did. Yeah. So I'm gonna check these. I'm pretty sure everybody got a layer of Reckland, yeah. And I'm just doing the blues on them. Oop. Can't see anything. Yeah, you can't tell any color differences. So I think I got them all to Reckland. Yeah. I mean, he's pretty. For some reason, I did this. Yeah. Well, originally I put them together, I did not think I should have anyone with... I didn't realize somebody should be bearing the symbol bearer. And I don't think it's him. It's got to be somebody with a flat top. So it's one of these guys are going to get it. Yeah, I've got two that I scraped out the tops of. And I think that is ready to go on. But again, I'll be painting blue. That's what I'll be doing. I don't need to do any metallic touch-ups. Oh yeah, let's see. You can see there's a few things missing on him. Somehow I lost one of his, I don't know what they're called. I'll call them side pockets. And that's his cape. Okay, so, ooh. So I guess we'll just get to painting some blue. We don't got to worry about metallics. Oh, and just to cover, this is from 2019, but when I went back to fix Stumpy, I figured this out. No, I figured this out before I fixed Stumpy, because I fixed Stumpy in March of 24, and this is when I decided to go back in 23. Let's see. And I think I've gotten, oh, wow. Never picked that. Oh, wait. Oh. This is when I went back into Aramon. Because he's pretty much had the same colors. Like, he doesn't have... I gotta look at that. I have to really look at the box. But that's my color scheme. And I don't have to do too much of it. Okay, we'll try to get the painting. So I'm going back from brush to brush, and really liking this liner for some of the fine detail. I mean, it's teeny weeny, but I have to say I like this close-up work because you get to appreciate the detail. Like, he's got two little boosters, little rockets, where other ones don't. You get to admire how very different each one of these guys are from each other. I mean, they could be in sets of 5, how very different they are from each other. But I swear it's years that span since I started painting these guys. And yeah, it's a lot of painful detail. That's one of the main flaws of having a Thousand Sons army. But really, I mean, that is the whole point of this hobby, is to always have something you need to paint. And really, I planned on going back to them. I mean, I always do. Because it's easy just to spend some time with them and get reacquainted, maybe look up their rules. Because, you know, someday I might play them. I don't know. I'm not competitive with other people by nature. I'm more competitive with myself. But I really love their story. What they're involved with. Though I've been listening to a podcast, I'll put a picture there, Lorecast on Spotify, and they just went through orcs, and orcs sound so fun. But I already have a bunch of gloom spites to paint, because they're fun to begin with. But the point of it was just coincidence I'm going back to this, and they just released, what are we? We just got through 10, so maybe it's 11? No. I have to look at my book, because I got the old one. Yeah, because I got 8. Codex for 8, and then I just got the 9 one. Been flipping through that. It's real pretty. So it's 10th edition. They just released Thousand Sons, a book that comes with little robots, which seems fun, as well as their own version of the Demon Prince. Don't like how either of them are painted. I mean, I don't. Oh, and as you can see, I'm doing 2 layers for every blue. And it's hard to catch all of them, and there's going to be mistakes, and I might just leave the mistakes in. I don't know, since they are my first little squad. Do I have thoughts about the new figures? I just watched a YouTube video last night that had them painting the little Seka, I can't remember what they're called, the new little robots. They look to be about like that big compared to a normal model. And I really like their paint jobs. I mean, I'll take a picture there if I can screen capture it. And they're more green than teal, one of them, and they have the same amount of detail. So as you can see here, I'm not really putting a second layer. It's more like filling where the holes were, where the paint kind of thinned out, because I like the idea of, this is almost painting in enamel, as in the jewelry concept, where you would fill it with the paint, bake it, and then the paint would flow into the recesses and then form the pretty surface. I'll post a picture of what I'm talking about over there. And I messed this up a bit, but I think I got all those little lines. And I did those little lines with that liner. I mean, I'm always going back from brush to brush because I can't really decide. So I think he could be good enough for now. And I replaced the blue tack with an old piece of foam double-sided tape because he kept wanting to fall off. Now, the one difference between Stumpy and everyone else, the underfoot, his underfoot is painted. Everybody else will not have a painted underfoot because it's like, look at the detail. It's his little foot. So I think he's good for now. And I think I have 3 more to paint of the blue. Will I get that done for this video? I doubt it. Will I get everything else done? I'm doubting it too, because really it's the day before I'm going to post this video. And I'm more excited about, I don't own any box sets of these. Other people who've been collecting, they already, you know, they do start with the start collecting box, or the start with a big box to get them going. And I started with, I mean, I do have one start collecting box, but it's just for chaos in general, just to get 2 figures anyways. So getting 1,000 Suns, 2,000 Suns box sets, which is big money. I wasn't planning on spending that, but that's the nature of Warhammer. So I'm gonna keep trucking along. I couldn't sleep, so went back to painting. Had to put more pigment in my blue because it was coming out so watery. Because the wet palette kind of does that. At least it didn't separate. But just to get a gander at my, I've got 1 light, 2 light. That's the normal light. That's the extra light. And then I've got that one there going. I have a feeling if I had just the one light that goes over like an arch, it still wouldn't be enough. But I'm on the last one for blue paint, and I don't think I'll finish it today, at least for this video. But I feel pretty good about, I mean, Stumpy is getting closer to having all of his brothers. They look, to me, they look pretty impressive. Of course, I feel like I left the hardest one for last. There is so much going on. Like, I did not see that knee till it was too late. But I did okay with it. He also has a symbol in the middle, and I don't remember anyone else having that symbol. But this is just the first layer. I have to go back in for the second coat. And what I usually do is I start from the bottom, back of the heels, work my way up, about maybe there, and then work on the front, work my way up, but usually about there. Little jetpacks, back of the head if it needs it. Do the second coats of all that, and then start working on, I think I do the face, chest, headpiece. I'm pretty proud of it. If I had to, if I finished him, they'd be tabletop ready, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, yeah, they need null oil and everything else, but I think that's where I'm leaving it off. That was a lot of work just to get the blue on. So, thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.